It's breaking news, guys. The trade has happened. We've all been waiting for it all season long. We thought it was going to happen in the offseason. They kept pushing it back. The Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Dodgers are finally in agreement on a deal. TARIK SKUBAL is on his way out west to the Dodgers in exchange for Zaire, Hope, River, Ryan, and Brady Smith, according to Jeff Passan. Evan, what are we doing here? It's late. It's already past midnight on my end. I mean, we're here. This is pretty wild.
So I was out to dinner. It's my grandmother's 80th birthday. Shout out my grandparents. They're just downstairs right now.
Happy birthday,
Thank you for listening
Grandma.
to my
happy
podcast.
Birthday. Of course.
My phone died. I was out to dinner. I come back, put the phone on the charger. I come back home. Maddox, 2 missed calls. And they telling me, we need to record now. We need to record now.
We got to go. Come on.
It is Armageddon right now, Maddox. For anyone that is not a fan of the Dodgers, it's not looking good for you. I'll tell you that much. So good luck to everyone this postseason. It's been a great season, everyone. I'm just kidding. But, there's been a lot of trades happen since we last got on here. So this will probably be a quicker, just little emergency meeting, 30 minutes. Yeah.
Of course. I mean, if you want to touch on the Mariners, I don't know how they've been recently, but if you want to touch on them, go ahead.
We don't have to talk about the Mariners. We can. We don't need to talk about the Mariners. There is a Mariners trade. You can talk about the Braves, but the Mariners have sucked, so they don't deserve to be talked about in this podcast. But should we get into the trades, Max? Should we just start off?
Let's just hop in.
Into it.
Let's go into it. I mean, we last touched on Connolly early. That was really all we had. Since then, we had the Rangers and Angels making an interdivision trade. Chase Silseth is acquired by the Rangers in exchange for Logan O'Hoppe. So a little bit interesting there. Correction. I'm off here. So the Rangers are getting Silseth and O'Hoppe. Honestly, I can't even tell you who's in exchange there. It's a really nothing burger. Who cares? I mean, do we even have to really touch on it, Evan?
Not really. I mean, Logan O'Hoppe is not really going to make a good difference to them. Chase Silseth, I think, is probably going to have more impact on that team. He throws a fastball, four-seam fastball, splitter, sinker, and then a sweeper, so 4-pitch mix.
Angel
I'm looking at a savant here.
Arredondo. That's who
the Rangers traded?
Yeah, he's got a 760 OPS in high A right now. 8 homers, 247 average. So not really a whole lot from Angel Arredondo.
Chase Silseth, they already have his picture up as a Rangers in the thing. It's been like a couple days, so good job for them.
Interesting.
2.72 ERA so far this season, so good for him. He doesn't give up a lot of hard hit balls, a lot of whiff. He's 32 or 93rd percentile on his whiff, 32.7% of the pitches that he pitches on swings or whiffs. So that's pretty good. The Rangers need someone like that in their bullpen in a really, really light AL West division. So I really like this trade for them, especially they're getting a good backup catcher, good start. Honestly, I don't know. Logan O'Hoppe is good. People undervalue him, I think, but good trade for the Rangers. A+ for me. Angels, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, it's the Angels. I don't really care. So
trading him to your division and giving up a guy who can at least give you a little bit of something with the bat. I don't know about that. Our next trade we had the Twins and Mets. It was AJ Minter heading to Minnesota, and in exchange, it's the infield prospect Billy Amick, Bruin Agbiani. I'm going to go with Agbiani, who is the son of longtime Mets outfielder Benny Agbiani. So, I don't know. I mean, I love AJ Minter. He's a very valuable left-handed pitcher out of the bullpen. Going to Minnesota, I think this is a pretty solid trade for the Twins, honestly.
Yeah, they're just giving up a lot of youth, which honestly, these guys, Amick and Agbiani, I think that's how I say it. Both young. Billy Amick, he's still 23, so he's getting up there, but he was a second-round pick in the 2024 draft. This season in, let me see, I think he's in the Double-A affiliates. He's in the 24 bombs this season, 834 OPS with look at this, Maddox. This is what I love to see. 2 average, and he gets on base 0.34. So that means he walks 12% of the time. Love that.
That's pretty good. I mean, big home run hitter, very similar to a guy like, Munetaka Murakami maybe. This is just like a third baseman who just rakes the ball. So I think that's not a bad exchange for the Mets. And,
they got to have something to rebuild next year off of. Getting a guy like AJ Minter is just a solid bullpen piece you can build around. Sets you up for success in the long run. You can never have too many good arms in the bullpen. That's what I say. Bullpen. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say Bruin Agbayani is a year younger than him. He was born in 2007.
I was going to get to that. He's 19. So,
wow.
Round 6 in this past draft, in the 2025 draft, batting .268 with an on-base percentage of .412. So, pretty good. Not a single bomb yet, so he's just a good get-on-base guy.
He's on the IL right now, so he's been missing some time.
Nah, he'll be back. He's young.
He's fine. Young, 19 years old. Wow.
And during that, the next team to make a trade was actually the Twins. They acquired Dean Kremer for the Orioles. It doesn't look like I can't see if there was any. I can't see the package the Twins gave up because Jeff Passan retweeted it. Yeah, get on it. But also something to note as well, talking about the Mets, which is the other side of that trade. Go ahead.
18-year-old minor league outfield prospect Yomnardo Reyes, who I'm pulling up him right now.
Get his stats up. As I talk, Freddie Peralta, you mentioned this before, he got scratched from his start yesterday, which, that's a little confusing to me. Sounds like he might be getting traded here in the next couple days. Maddox, what are your opinions on that?
I'm not surprised. That was a guy. Freddie Peralta was a guy I expected to be on the move at the deadline. The Mets are expected to be shipping off a lot of guys. You're gonna get some good talent back in exchange for him. Yomnardo Reyes, single A affiliate for the Twins. 8 home runs, 79 RBIs, 282 average with an 870 OPS. Also stole 27 bases. Another guy who's 18 rather. He doesn't turn 19 until October. So very young guy out of the DR for Reyes. Who knows what he's going to turn out to be. But, Dean Kremer, he's been not too great this year. He's missed a lot of time, 6.50 ERA.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore's getting off of that contract. They're under team control until next year. Maybe he turns it around. Maybe it's a change of scenery, getting off of an injury. Maybe that's what he needs. Who knows?
Who knows, man? Sometimes teams like that do well, or players like that rebound well. Time will tell. The Twins, whatever they can get right now, I think is going to help them out. So
yeah. Well, how surprised are you to see Minnesota being a little bit more aggressive here? We were talking about, where they stand in the playoff picture as we head into the deadline, and Minnesota now, even with the Guardians at 500, 3 games behind the White Sox, and if I'm not mistaken, they would be they are currently the last team in the playoffs right now. So, do you think this is something that they expect to keep going here? Is they're going to maybe buy a little bit more at the deadline and try to make a push for the playoffs? Where's your mind on this?
Well, I'll tell you this. Last 2 games I've watched the Mariners play against the Twins, they made the Mariners look like absolute chumps, okay? Now, that probably tells you more about the Mariners than it does the Twins, but I will say the Twins have been playing good baseball. They look really, really, really competitive, honestly. They look like they don't want to quit. Both these games, they've been down early, and they fought back. Even today, I forget who was pitching for him, but it was some young rookie. Loaded the bases in the first inning, only gave up 2 runs, one of which was a walk. So good for him. And they fought back to the 9th inning, had it tied 3-3, and then just made a mistake at the end of the game. That's why they lost today. So
what ended up happening here? Because it says walk-off ground at the first with a runner on second.
So here's what happened, basically. The Twins messed up. Cal Raleigh was up to the plate with runners on the corners because they intentionally walked Julio. We also have seen Rob Refsnyder get intentionally walked that game. I don't know who would want to do that, but
okay. Let's chill.
So Cal, first pitch, grounds out to first, very, very hot. Now, I think Royce Lewis, I think, was the one their first baseman. If I'm not mistaken?
I think so. I
Um,
mean,
I'd have to check, but
yeah,
he got the
Royce Lewis is playing
ball.
first.
He got the
Yes.
ball on the bag. Now, he got the ball right outside the bag. If I'm him, okay, in hindsight, he should throw straight to second because Julio is still in frame. Julio was on first when he got the ball. And then if you go right back to first, Cal's going to get doubled up, right? And then innings over. You don't have to worry about the runner getting, going home. But he touched first. He touched first, yeah.
First.
Saw the runner going to second, and Julio was, I don't know, probably about just under halfway there when he checked on him. Maybe a little bit less, maybe about a third of the way there. Randy was already coming to the plate, and so if Randy touches a plate before Julio's out, because now it's on a double play, the run still counts. So he
Yes,
went home,
correct.
play at the plate was not in time, it was safe, but they really messed up that play. They could have gone to extra innings, and they could be, on a pretty big win streak right now. But
Yeah, I mean, they're still 7 of their last 10. They've won. The Twins are getting hot at the right time here. But maybe this is just, kind of, this happens a lot in baseball where teams get hot right at the deadline and get aggressive, but then they come back to earth into August and what we call the next month of baseball, Evan? That's the dog days.
the
of
dog
season.
days, baby.
The
Yeah,
dog
exactly.
days are coming. So we'll see how Minnesota holds up as August approaches. As well, we're into August already, but as August, develops as we get into the month. The next trade we had was earlier in the afternoon. The Pirates and Yankees in exchange. Camilo Doval takes the pinstripes and takes them out to Pittsburgh. He gets traded for 2 prospects. Who were those prospects again, Evan? Do we have those ready to go?
I'm looking at Jeff Passan's Twitter right now. This guy is terrible at giving out the
Come on,
prospects.
man.
I
Come
probably
on,
should have looked it up. I have
it's Omar Alfonso, and Luis
I got him.
Cruz. Alfonso, I'm looking.
So Alfonso, he's 22. He's a catching prospect. Let's see here. This season he's going
Not much.
Not much on him. 238.
Yeah.
He's in the Double-A affiliate, so he's in Double-A. 238, 756. He's been in the minors for 5 years, so
Luis Cruz is 18, has an 886 OPS so far in rookie ball, so very young guy here. 2008 from Santo Domingo.
yeah, I think Omar Alfonso is probably going to be a guy that probably going to be in the minors for the rest of his career, if I do have to say.
Yeah. Come on.
I mean, maybe
let's
the
not-
Pirates need someone like him, but probably not. I mean, he's been there for 5 years, so.
Camilo Doval,
Or the Yankees.
yeah, Camilo Doval's interesting. He's always had an electric fastball.
Yeah,
I mean, he's top, almost near the top in the MLB and just fastball velocity, but he just really has lost his location. He's given up a lot of hard hit balls. That's been something that's plagued him over the last couple of seasons. So we saw him from a really solid reliever with the Giants. All of a sudden, I mean, he fails in New York. Now he's going off to Pittsburgh as the Pirates are, in a weird position as well as they sit. I'm looking at it right now. They're 500 as well, 56 and 56, but this is not the AL where that's going to cut it. They're 3 games out of the last wild card spot? 2 games out.
They're going to need someone to step up, Maddox. And I don't know if Camilo Doval is the right guy. He's a minus .8 WAR this year. So like we always like to say, we've done more this season. We've been more productive than him this season by just sitting here talking on the podcast. So, for the prospects the Pirates gave up, they need a reliever. Sure, go out and get him. He's a good ground ball pitcher, as like you said, one of the highest fastball velos in the league for a reliever, but he just has not been that great this year. And, you just look at the stats, 4.4 ERA, 4.5 ERA, not even a 4.4 ERA. 39 strikeouts, which is good. I mean, he's getting averages around a strikeout an inning, just a little bit west. But the thing that bothers me, 1.4 whip, which is that's a tenth above what he normally is. That's not good.
Well, can we talk about, somebody else on that Pirates team who needs to step up a little bit more? Paul Skeens. What's happening to him? ERA near 4. I mean, I think he's still a very good pitcher. I think he is still a very, very good pitcher. His whip's gone up by about 2/10, which doesn't sound like a lot, but he goes from 0.95 to 1.11. That's a little bit of a jump. His metrics don't look that great. I mean, or don't look anything too terrible. I mean, his fastball is still one of the best in the league, but he just doesn't have any off-speed pitch. Like, he doesn't have a changeup that really does anything. His expected ERA is a 2.93, and that's about a whole point better than his regular ERA. So I don't think there's anything wrong with Paul Skeens, but that's going to be somebody you'd like to see step up a little bit more if they want any chance in competing, as we get ready for the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, Skeens, I don't want to say, but I feel like he was due for a down year. Maybe I feel like maybe his first 2 seasons is overperforming a little bit. But you mentioned it, Maddox. The off speed has just not been there this year. None of his off speeds have really been there. I'm looking at his Savant right now.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah,
his run value on all of his off speeds is either just low or negative, so not really good. And obviously his fastball has been great this season, but hitters have been getting to him on his off speed when he throws his off speed. So, like I said, I'm not worried. Maybe if the Pirates make the playoffs, he can step up there. Maybe we'll see a little return there, but I don't know. We'll see. There's still a lot of baseball left to be played. But yeah, this has been a pretty bad year for Skeens stats-wise if you look at it. I think if Skeens does play like he has the last 2 seasons, right now the Pirates are a playoff team. I think there's no doubt about that. That definitely,
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely 3 games that he could have picked up, and that makes a huge difference. Yeah, I mean, it just tells you how good of a player Paul Skeens is when he's on, but he hasn't been on this year. So,
yeah.
All right,
our next. If we want to jump into our next trade, or do we actually? Can we go back? Can we preemptively grade these trades?
Oh yes.
So let's just go back. Let's start with the Angels and Rangers. I'm just going to give it a C for both teams. I don't care.
It's a pretty sub-average thing. I'll give a B to the Rangers just because they fleeced the Angels and it's their own division. So, just give a little brownie points for that.
How about the Mets and Twins with Minter for Agbayani and Billy Amick. I mean, I'm going to go with a B for the Twins. I'm going to go with a B plus for the Twins. I like
B plus for the Twins too. That's exactly what I was thinking. I mean, they need a guy in the bullpen. AJ Minter's a good quality arm. I mean, this is a good.
If you believe you can contend, go for it. Go for it if you think you can contend. So I'm going to give a B plus for the Twins and a C for the Mets. I'll give it a B for the Mets too. They were going to get off of.
They got a young guy. I mean, you never know how those guys can turn out.
You have maybe a diamond in the rough. Who knows? Let's see. Where's the next one? Dean Kramer to the Twins. Nothing really there, but Dean Kramer. Maybe he turns around. Maybe he turns something around. New change of scenery works out, but you're taking about $5.5 million, I believe, for the next 2 years. So. I don't know. What do you think, Evan?
Risky decision, I think, from the Twins trading for a contract that large and a guy who's been pretty okay this season. Not even okay. So,
6.07 ERA in this long time.
I think actually the Orioles win this trade because they get off his contract. So
sure.
And $5 million, that's
Yeah, I'm just gonna abstain. I'm not gonna vote there. I don't care about this trade. The Pirates with Doval to the Yankees.
Again,
if they're gonna try and contend, I'm gonna give it a B minus. Actually, I'll give it a C plus. I'll give it a C plus for the Pirates for trying to take a shot on the guy.
I mean, I think we have to just see how Doval does. I think with all these trades, we're gonna have to see how they do. But off the rip, I think I'm gonna give him a C, just C, not even a C plus, just a C. Okay. Because we'll have to see.
I'm with it. Yeah, we'll have to see. So
all right.
I like that.
And that's what you want to talk about your Braves trade. Let's do that.
We're
on to the Braves, Maddox.
Well, the Braves have been hot. The Braves are about to potentially sweep the Nationals tomorrow, so they're looking as good as ever. They're still, I believe, 8. I think they're 8 games up now, in that division race, so things are looking good. They trade with the Royals for Lane Thomas and left-handed pitcher Bailey Falter. Bailey Falter has been in the minors pretty much all season. He was terrible in the bigs, 9 appearances, 13 ERA.
Yeah, almost 14.
Yeah, really bad stuff. Lane Thomas, on the other hand, could potentially be something. He's got about a 240 average, 10 homers. Whenever I hear trade at the deadline with the Royals, my brain first instinctively goes back to 2021 Jorge Soler. I don't think that's what you get with Lane Thomas. You have a better fielder, more dynamic player with a little bit less power, but I could see maybe a guy like Eddie Rosario reminds me of this for the Braves. So I'm excited to see what Lane Thomas has. You get more versatility in the outfield with, Eli White not being that great, they have to worry about Ha-Seong Kim. I don't know what's going to happen with Ha-Seong Kim, but the Braves do end up giving up Lucas Braun in the trade, and Lucas Braun, nothing really. I don't care. He's ranked in the top 10 on MLB, but more if you talk to more Braves insiders, they'll tell you he's around like the 20 to 25 range of prospects. 3.53 ERA so far this season in AAA, in AA and AAA. 17 of those starts. 82 strikeouts, a 1.27 whip. So I don't really care about Lucas Braun personally as a Braves fan. I'll take the shot on Lane Thomas. I'll give it a B-.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go with you here. I think you know more about the Braves guys than I do. So, I mean, I think with what you're getting, obviously Bailey Falter, he sucks, like he's mentioned. I don't think there's any shot that he's ever going to see the big leagues again. But Lane Thomas, that's a good guy. That's a good, solid piece to have. If you're going to make a run, you need guys around that can play consistently, just play good baseball, or just average baseball. Those guys matter more than I think a lot of people actually really want to put on. I think it's a good trade.
Yeah, looking at Lane Thomas, 92nd percentile in sprint speed, 94th percentile in arm value, and 93rd in arm strength. Doesn't have any range. He's slow, or he's fast, but he not very great in the field, despite the fact that he's really fast. And he has a rocket arm, so reminds me a lot of maybe Acuna a couple years ago. Doesn't have the best range or jumps on balls, but he makes up with it with his speed and arm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Take a shot. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Why not, Maddox? All right.
It's our next trade. Yeah, next trade. Let's go ahead. Let's talk Mariners. Let's go ahead.
Just so happen to be the Mariners. After today's game, the White Sox are acquiring right-hander Luis Castillo for Sir Anthony Dominguez, Nolan Jones, and Boston Smith. Nolan Jones, I couldn't really, he's been off and on this season. He's not that great. That's not really the part of the trade that I really care about. He's 6'5", though, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, he's been bouncing around from the minors. He's been in the minors since 2016, so he'll probably just
be the Guardians, the Rockies, and then back to the Guardians, and then to the White Sox, and then now to the.
I'm sure I'll see him at some point when Dan Wilson needs someone to come call up. I don't know. I don't really care. But
I was gonna say you probably see him whenever you go to Staples or something in a couple of years.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sir Anthony Dominguez. Interesting. Obviously, Matt Brash being injured. I have no clue when he's coming back. No one has really told me anything about that. So, Sir Anthony Dominguez, really, really good fastball velo, 90th percentile, touches around 97, 98. So that's good. Gets the whiffs, gets the strikeouts, what we like to see. And I feel like he's a great guy to have in this bullpen. Mariners pitching has always been good, and it's because of the coaching. So, we could see him develop into a better arm in Seattle. Who knows? And then also Boston Smith, catching prospect. He's hitting pretty well. This is his first season. Let me pull up his numbers exactly here. But when I was looking at it, he's got a 103 OPS, which is pretty good. He's 23, though, so he's getting a little bit old up there. He was picked in 2025, so this past pick, and he's batting 291 with 22 bombs. So that'll be a good backup catcher maybe in the future.
Oh yeah, Boston Smith.
But the real win for the Mariners, I think, on this trade is getting rid of that contract from Luis. The White Sox
they fully absorb it.
They fully absorb it, and that is like it's $22 million a year. So that opens up a lot of options next year for the Mariners. Maybe they can re-sign someone. I don't know. But yeah, I think good trade for the Mariners. Just getting off that contract's good. I'm going to give it. I mean, they had also 6 starting pitchers in their rotation, so
yeah, there you
that
go.
opens up room. And also too, there's been talks. George Kirby, obviously Emerson Hancock, still in trade talks. Mariners said they're open to listening on offers for them. So, got to make room for Cade Anderson. That's what I say. So maybe we'll see them get one of those two get traded here soon. You know what? I'm going to say B tier for the Mariners on a trade there.
Yeah.
Just a B trade.
You get a potential. You get a mid to like potentially high leverage bullpen arm in Dominguez, depending on where he's at, like how he's feeling. Nolan Jones, who cares? And Boston Smith, who knows? Potentially could be something.
Could be a guy. Who knows?
If you're talking about backup to Cal, but I mean, fuck, man. Maybe
I think it might be better than Cal, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like Cal V too.
We're gonna. Do we want to buy in? Are we buying in on the Boston Smith hype train right now?
I'm buying in on the. You know, he sounds like a Mariner already, dude. He sounds like a Mariner already.
Well, Boston Smith gets the on deck circle stamp of approval. I'll give it a B for the Mariners. The White Sox.
I honestly think the White Sox. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah.
They already have like competent starting pitching. You got 2 solid starters already. I guess you're going to try and hope that you can revive Castillo.
I mean, I will say this.
It's a big risk with that much money you're fully taking on. That's a big risk. Who knows?
So Castillo's been pretty mediocre this season. He has not been what he has been normally for the Mariners. But I will say this. When it comes playoff time, and we saw this last year and in 2022, when the Mariners got him at the deadline, he was great in the playoffs. I mean, lights out, or not lights out, but he was phenomenal. Very consistent.
Yeah.
When they needed him to get outs, when they took him out of the bullpen, he got the outs. I think in the Game 5, the ALDS against the Tigers, I think they had him in for 2 innings, an extra innings, didn't give up a single runner. So, I mean, people, that's game-winning stuff in the playoffs. That's Game 5 winning stuff. So, I mean, if you want to trade for a pitcher like that, you still got to make the playoffs, but I think it's a good move for the White Sox. I'm not too mad at it. And then, should we just get into the final trade of the night?
Let's
the
talk
biggest
about
one?
what made us. Let's talk about what made us jump into this call here and record a little podcast. TARIK SKUBAL heading out and wearing that Dodger blue. He's joining the Dodgers. It's Zahir Hope, River Ryan, and Brady Smith, the prospects, in return for the Tigers. They are able to get something in return. Zahir Hope, pretty solid. I mean, but what are your thoughts on this trade as it happens here? What are your thoughts?
Well, Zahir Hope, he's 25th MLB prospect ranking, so top 25. Stats really jump off the page. He's batting .293 in AA, 369 OBP, excuse me, and he's slugging .530. So that's just under. It's 899 OPS, so just under 900. This is a good pickup for the Tigers. He's having his biggest slugging season this season with 23 bombs. He's hot right now. Okay,
I'm liking Zahir Hope. I think I mentioned him. I'm pretty sure in our.
We definitely talked about him. Yeah, we did.
I'm pretty sure I had him at like my 10 spot. I've been high on Zahir Hope, and I'm gonna like to see him as the Tigers try to start a little bit more of a youth movement. I mean, I don't know if he really has a spot in the outfield yet. He probably should, I think. So I think we'll see Zahir Hope next year, and I'm excited to see what he can bring for the Tigers.
Yeah, if we have baseball next year.
Let's get through the rest of this trade here before we talk about that, because we will touch on that in a second. But River Ryan as well, he's actually listed as a pitcher, a second baseman, and a shortstop on Baseball Reference. Has he bat? He kind of batted a little bit in rookie ball. 39 at bats. He batted .308 with a home run and 2 RBIs. And he had
you're right.
He had 12 home runs in college in 4 years of playing college ball. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking at his stats right now.
Yeah, it does not hit anymore, but that's pretty interesting, I guess. But He's an okay pitcher. He had a solid stint with the Dodgers in 2024 when he got called up to the major league team. 1.33
You know what I'm looking
ERA.
at, Maddox, that really
What
jumps
are you
off the
looking at?
page to me is his
What's that?
strikeouts per nine. He's got this season 10.6 K per nine. That's excellent, Maddox. I mean,
Yeah.
that's about
mean,
over a strikeout an inning. That's perfect.
I mean, I love to see that. I guess I get why the Dodgers haven't given him a shot. They don't have room for him. They have a lot of pitchers, so maybe sending him off to Detroit could be pretty valuable. Who knows? I mean, they have some room for pitchers now. So with Casey Mize also potentially being on the move within the next couple days, maybe there's room for River Ryan. The last one, Brady Smith. High A, this pitcher, a little bit unfortunate, 4.3 or 4.72 ERA in his career. But Evan, what's that record say?
0-10 in his career, but he's 007 in his in that season.
Sure.
I'm gonna call him James Bond, Brady Smith, aka James Bond.
113 strikeouts. I mean,
Yeah, 113. Oh, I didn't see that. Whoa,
numbers
hold on
aren't
here.
I mean, 74 innings, 113 strikeouts. The numbers aren't that bad. He just had some bad luck.
13.6 K per nine. Yeah, I mean,
4.3.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, a 4.36 ERA in a season is not terrible at all.
Yeah, it looks like his problem is just giving up runs or giving up hits. Excuse me. K per nine 13. 13.6. He gives up 7.5 hits per nine. Wait, how is he? I don't understand then. Well, I don't know. Looks like he's just had a pretty ugly year.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, all this stats back up. This guy isn't that bad. Obviously, I haven't watched tape on him. So he was picked round 3 in 2023. He's 21, so he's getting up there in age. Could be called up here pretty soon.
Your
and
video's back.
What? I didn't
Dude,
have video.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, I mean, I could still hear you, but like your video was like weird.
I had
but now
video
it's
on
good.
this whole time. Oh,
I
well.
figured you did because you didn't say anything, so I was just letting it go. But there we go. Okay,
How
I
long
can
ago?
see you
How
now.
long was it gone?
Like 5-10 minutes, maybe.
Oh well. Poor video, I guess, for the podcast listeners. They're not going to see my
I don't
beautiful
know.
face.
Maybe we still see it. We'll see. I guess, but
I don't know. Apologies about that, folks.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, this is an emergency meeting. We had to pull this together. So,
Yeah.
Maddox
Do you wanna talk about
for the
SKUBAL?
Dodgers. Yeah,
I mean, do we want to talk about
SKUBAL
for a second? I don't think we really got into him. I mean, it's tough.
No, we
to,
didn't
like,
at
add
all. Let's
on
talk
to
about him this year.
Two-time Cy Young winner. So far this season, 2.79 ERA, 3 WAR, 7-5 record through 16 starts. Had a little bit of injury troubles earlier in the year, but he's come back to life and he's been phenomenal. .9 WHIP, 116 strikeouts. What's not to love about TARIK SKUBAL? This guy's elite and probably one of, if not the best pitcher in the MLB still.
Yeah. Only thing I'd be worried about is that injury. I mean, it kind of scares me. He came back so quick from it. Like, is there really a surgery that can make you come back that quick and be this 100% ready? Like,
I don't know.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, looking like it is so far. So
look through his last 5 starts. I mean, that game against Baltimore, we were on the podcast for. That was ridiculous, where he gave up 3 runs, but he was incredible. And then the start before that against the Royals, he had 12 strikeouts. He had 9 to start before that. He had 5 innings of solid baseball, and then to start before that, and then had 5 innings, only gave up 1 run and struck out 9 the start before that. So he's been that guy again. I mean, the Dodgers, the rich get richer. What are you gonna do? You know, the rich get richer.
yeah, like I said at the start of this podcast, you know, it is Armageddon time. If you are not a Dodgers fan, good luck trying to win the World Series this year, because it's not going to happen. All right.
And
Dodgers
maybe
have just won the MLB with this trade alone, giving it an A+ just because they got SKUBAL for Zaire Hope. Like, that's pretty much all they're giving up. And you know what, Maddox, if I see this at the end of the season, the Dodgers have signed TARIK SKUBAL to a 5-year deal, $50 million a year.
5 years, $3 billion.
I'm going to go on top of Joy on 4th. And in Minecraft, I'm gonna go paraglide off it. You know what I'm saying?
Evan,
like,
let's look through this. Let's say you're going into a 7-game series with the Dodgers. This is a fully healthy rotation for them. Let's just go through this. TARIK SKUBAL, Yoshinobu Yamamoto,
Loss.
Shohei Ohtani,
Loss.
Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, Roki Sasaki.
I mean, you just put Roki in the bullpen. He can pitch
go
a couple
Roki
innings
out
in
of
the
the pen.
bullpen. I think go
That
Roki out of
five
the pen.
there.
And
You
those
also
five
have
there.
depth pieces. Justin Robleski. Emmett Sheehan is still there. That was a report Ken Rosenthal had that Emmett Sheehan was part of the trade. Sheehan instead stays in LA. He's still got potential in him, I still believe. Justin Robleski's kind of found himself in LA. He's came out of nowhere and has been a really good arm. So this is an incredible unit when they're healthy. If they can stay healthy is the question,
Yep.
Evan. That's the big
Shohei
question.
hasn't been pitching recently. So that's a bit of a concern there, but I honestly don't think they need him to pitch now. So, I mean, it's just the Dodgers just keep getting better and better every day, man.
The MLB
Nothing I can do about it.
The lockout's looking worse and worse every day that passes on.
If I'm on any team
yeah.
that's not the Dodgers right now, and I'm a player, and I see, oh, the Dodgers have picked up SKUBAL. Oh yeah, no, this is completely fair. Like, no, it's not. It is all the best players in the league are on the Dodgers right now. Like,
now, here is where I will make a bit of an argument for the sake of the Dodgers. Now, this is not excusing their free agency, everything with Shohei, all of that. That's all ridiculous. But for this trade specifically, they have a great farm system. They have some of the best prospects in baseball. They have 5 in the top 25. So you have the talent to get rid of some guys and go after some big pieces. This is one that's been kind of looming throughout the season. TARIK SKUBAL probably not going to re-sign with the Tigers, so he's getting traded at the deadline if they're not competitive. The Dodgers, with all of their pieces, they have the ability to re-sign him in the offseason as well. So it made sense why the Dodgers go for them. It was kind of just writing on the wall. We kind of knew this was going to happen.
yeah, I'm just disappointed, honestly, that he went to the Dodgers. I didn't want to believe it, and I was really just making sure that it didn't happen because I was like,
Thought
you know
it was
what?
going to be the Braves.
I thought it was maybe going to even be the Brewers, but I just
Man, we were hyping up the Brewers literally a couple days ago.
Maddox, here's the thing with me. Like, the season is over. Like, anyone listening to this podcast right now and is not putting all their life savings on the Dodgers to win the World Series this year are idiots. I mean, I'm not going to do that just because, that could backfire pretty badly, but it's a dumb deal.
Who has the highest winning percentage in the MLB this season right now? As of right now,
as a team or as a player?
As a team, who has the highest winning
Dodgers.
percentage? No, the Brewers.
Really?
The Brewers are 69-41. The Dodgers are 69-42. So it's on a technicality that the Brewers have played one less game. Really, though, the Dodgers are going to probably win 110 games and, win the World
Playoff
Series.
Dodgers is a
3-peat.
different team than the regular
They're
season.
going to 3-peat as we head into the lockout. Who knows how long that's going to be. So, that's where we're at, honestly, Evan. Do you have anything else you wanted to add on before we get out of here?
Not really. I mean, if you want to do a little segment about the Braves, I guess I'll touch on the Mariners, but
we
don't really need to.
I kind of did. I already talked about the Braves. They're still good.
Yeah.
That's
Mariners
about it,
are
honestly.
just falling out of the playoffs every day, man. It's just misery over here in Seattle.
There's still a lot of time left. Evan.
Not enough, man. Not enough for this team.
We'll carry on some conversation after we get off of this podcast talking about the Monday trade deadline live stream. We're going to try and get going.
We will be live on Monday. Maddox, better be there. 11 a.m. sharp for me.
11 a.m. for you, correct? So 2 p.m. for me, perfect. The big trade has already happened, but there is still a lot of stuff that could happen. Mason Miller. Maybe Mason Miller's going, Evan. Let's jack it up. Let's go
He's
on
getting
call
dealt
sheet
to the
right
Mariners,
now.
and then there's hope. There's hope.
Let's go on call sheet right now. We're just gonna rug pull. Can you rug pull on call sheet? Can you just
I don't think you can.
Let's buy in $100,000 on Mason Miller getting traded to the Mariners. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it.
I could actually see that happening because I could see like George Kirby for Mason Miller straight up. But I know Jerry DiPoto's not that stupid. He would get more out of the Padres because I know he can fleece them. So
All right, well, that's where we're going to end it here from the On Deck Circle emergency podcast episode. This still ended up running about 40 minutes, but it's hard to, I love talking about baseball with you.
We keep diving into rabbit holes, man, when we talk about these players. We just keep going down the rabbit hole. That's why baseball is so much to talk about.
We're in depth about this. There's so many players in this sport. There's for every 26 players on a roster, you got 26 more times 5 because you got all these minor league players. We could talk for days. We could have a daily if we wanted to. If we had the time and the willpower to do it, we could have a daily podcast where we just talk about baseball for 30 minutes to an hour every day. But that's a lot of work, so we'll give you
a lot of stats. Yeah, it'd be a lot of stats.
A lot of stats. It'd be pretty boring, honestly, unless we had good production like John Boy. John Boy, please let us on the show. John Boy, come on. We want to come on, John Boy. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end it here. Maddox Martin,
Evan Morse.
We'll see you guys on Monday for our trade deadline live stream extravaganza. But until then, peace out.
Goodbye, everyone.